What is going on, guys? It is your friendly Waffle Doge or Wolfdog AK, as my CSGO name goes. And today I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of basic things that I think newer players should try to do. And this doesn't even apply to newer players. It could even be players who have played for a while but don't know about it. And so basically the first map that we're going to talk about is Crash's Crosshair Generator version 2. Now, the thing that makes this so unique and nice is you can go up here and you can create and change your crosshair to whatever you may need. I personally, this is my crosshair. I'm going to leave it that way, but you can change pretty much everything about it. The gap, the size, thickness, the alpha, dot, all that stuff. Whether you want target or auto or show target ID on or not, you can change the color, red, green, whatever you want, or you can even just pick from this wonderful list that they've put together for all the pro players. And I used to be a big fan of playing with Skadoodle's crosshair or Kenny S's. Very basic. So once you pick out your crosshair, you can come in here. You can, spray, see how you like it, how it feels to you, or you can come over here and you can just practice with it and see what you're working with. Or you can come over here and get more of a long range aspect. And it's just a really nice way to get more of a custom feel to your crosshair without having to worry about all the extra console commands as entering into here. So this is the first map I'd like to show you all. Now we're going to get into the next map. So this next one's Recoil Master. This one's very nice if you're trying to figure out how to spray more effectively. This one's also a very short and simple explanation. And so you start off, you can come in, grab whatever weapon you want. It has, obviously, you can turn on bullet impact and such. In here is not important. This is just where people donated and have given him money, also scores and stuff. So you come in here, you can you can reset, you can lock your movement or show impact or not show impact. I personally, if you want to start practicing just spraying from not moving, which obviously is very recommended, it's what you should do. You should never walk and shoot in this game unless you're spamming your A and D key to kind of do a strafe, which locks out your velocity is 0. And up here it shows you the spray pattern and how you should follow. So you come up, pull down, and it'll give you a green light if you did reasonable, which that was awful. And you can also go in and switch what weapon you use. So if you want to practice with the A1S, it will automatically switch over to the A1S. It tells you the bullet count and where your bullets will go. So you just come in here and you practice your spray. Unlock your movement, and there's more weapons and stuff. So now we are going to hop into the next one, which I believe is the last map I have to show you guys, and it's just a timed course that you run through. I'm not going to run through the whole thing, but we'll hop into that one in just a moment. So for this next map, this is a HUD generator, a way you can customize your HUD, the way your bullets, or the way your armor and health, where it's placed, how big it is, the size. You can also change around the colors. You can change the minimap size, the rotation of the minimap. You can turn on your net graph here, so you don't have to worry about typing in the console, so it's up to you. You can leave it up or you can leave it down. I personally have started to leave it down because I don't worry about it anymore. Then you can turn up your radar scale, how big it is. I leave it bigger, and the reason I leave it bigger is just so I can see more of the map at a time. You can center your radar how you want it centered. You can rotate it. You can do your the scale of it. Colored weapon names. That's something you can either leave on or off. I leave it on because I like the way it shows the value. You can have it show your config. There's your colors. Your scaling, your HUD and ammo style. So you have to click escape every time, or you can click up, and it changes the way it looks. So there's that. Player count. I can't really show you because I don't have bots in here. And then you have your HUD BG alpha, your HUD scaling, all that lovely stuff. So if you want your HUD smaller, you can change that so you don't have as much blocking your view. Alright, now we're going to hop into the next map now that we have all the stuff that I recommend you customize and get a good feel for, and you can always come back and change it. So now we're going to hop into the next one, which is more of a way to practice your aim and speed up how fast you aim. So basically your flick shots. Alright, so this next one's called Aimbot Dash. So this one is also one I highly recommend to warm up because you can actually practice against actual bots and slowly get your feel for what you're doing. So it spawns in a bunch of bots. You practice your headshots, or you can practice your spraying. There's a lot of different neat things, which you can just shoot weapons or click E on them to get a different weapon. You can also start a metronome, so you know how you can stick with a beat, which is interesting. I don't really use it. You can restart the round. You can turn bullet holes on or off. So if you do better FPS wise with this map, I recommend turning it off. It's up to you. Infinite ammo is nice if you're just doing your practice for a warm up. Or you can just turn it off and you can practice managing your bullet counts. And then show impacts. Show impact's nice because you can see where your bullet impacted the target and where it continued through. So you can tell where your shots are hitting. So if you're just spraying like this, you can see where your bullets are hitting and how you're messing up. And it could just be simply that the weapon's just not accurate enough to hit that far. So you can give them Kevlar or helmet. You can turn it on or off. You can turn it off at one hit headshots. Headshot only mode's nice if you just want to practice your headshots. So you can spray and you won't get the kill. You can turn their speeds up or down. We'll set it to 5. And I believe to turn. There you go. And it'll just start them moving. And you can turn the speed up or down however you feel is necessary. Which 5's a little fast, but it also is a very nice way to get your speed up to follow with them. Alright, so the next thing is you can set up long range mode. It drops this back wall on this side, and you can practice shooting at longer distances. Uneven terrain, which is nice. It makes the ground more uneven, so their head dips up and down. You can also turn moving target on or off, which is this target that goes around out here, and it will bing every time you hit it, which is also a nice feature. Sound practice. You can practice where your sounds are coming from so you can hear. Make sure your headset's working. It's really something I don't use. I really only use this to practice my headshots. You can practice peeking and spraying walls, which is also a nice little feature. I don't use it much. I just use it for the headshots, like I said. You can turn on boxes, which will bring up boxes, so it'll give you more of just a headshot only feel. You turn those off. You can also turn on crates, which will spawn crates in the middle of the field, so it gives them a little something to hide behind. Honestly, I'm not sure what that does. I've never tried it. Oh, okay. So you can get more walls. So you can practice peeking doorways, and I don't know what happened to these poor fellas. There we go. And then learning as we go. Okay, so that summons up a wall on that side. Good stuff to know. So you can also section it out, kind of build your terrain around you, and just figure out exactly what you're looking to do for your warm-up. Alrighty, so this next one we're going to get into is going to be a spray training, and we're going to hop into that one now. Alrighty guys, getting into the next one, this is training_aim_CS. I don't believe community workshop maps have links to them, otherwise I would link you guys to it. So first you're going to come in and you're going to see a big wall with a bunch of different people on it. You can pick your weapon, whatever weapon you'd like, and you can come over here and there's a bunch of different modes. There's angles and scaling, reflex training, burst training, intensive fast aiming, which I recommend just leaving on the classic. Size, 12 is about average, that's what I like to use, or you can go with headshot size if you can slowly move up and figure out what you need to work on, whether you want to get better at headshots or if you want to work on spraying a little bit more. You also select the mount, whether you want them static, whether you want them to move linear, or if you want them rotating in like a circle pattern. You can also do delay, which is also a very nice thing I like to have. So if you're opping, set it to 2-second delay, and that gives you time to do your reload, and you can carry out with the rest of your training. But if you're practicing with an M4 or an AK, I recommend starting about 0.75 if you're a beginner. If you're not, start at 0.50, and you can start your warm-up for the day on this setting. And then once you're ready, you can pick whatever level you want to be, how far away. For the sake of the video, I'm going to just do it right here. So then you're going to come up with all your targets up here, and they're just going to keep coming up. So that's one good way to start your warm-up for the day. It also tells you how many shots you fire, how many targets you hit. It also tells you how many targets you missed. So that's also a nice thing. So there's many things that this really helps with. So it's good practice, and this is burst or reflex training, so it's a little different. I'm not going to get into it. It's a little more complicated, so I just stick with the classic. And in no time, after you start warming up and stuff, which I have warmed up today, so I need to be doing this anyhow. Just start your warm-up with this. It'll help you get your shots on point for the day, and it will also help with your reflexes over time, and you'll slowly become a better player. Now, of course, this is something that takes time, and it's not going to be quick to do, but in the end, it's something that will help tailor to your needs in becoming a better player at Counter-Strike. It will not help you with map awareness and crosshair placement, but it will help you land more flick shots as per where people could be playing from. So now we're going to hop into the next one, which I also recommend for your warm-up. Practice, practice, practice. So this next one's an aim course. This one is just a way for you to, it's more of a time trial. However, you can pretty much play it however you'd like to. Come in, grab your weapons that you want, and then you come over here and you shoot the door. It will start a timer, and you come in here and you just practice working through a whole bunch of different targets. And obviously there's some memorization to go with this. Oh my god, bad today. So you work on that. It will open doors periodically for you to keep moving through. Targets hide a little bit, and it's about a 2-minute course, give or take, depending on how fast you move through it and how long it takes to kill each target. It obviously takes time to memorize it, but you'll slowly get the hang of it pretty quick. It's not difficult, but it will also help you get your shots on on point for when you're ready to hop into the MM game or ESCA game like I play. I recommend ESCA after you've gotten about 500 hours in the game, or if you've hit MGE. Honestly, I'm one of those people where if you are bored of playing with not necessarily bad people, but if you're looking to improve your skill fast, I recommend just hopping into ESCA. Spend the money. You'll learn a lot faster and figure things out fairly quick. And this is just a way for you guys to warm up and practice and better yourselves skill-wise, and be able to crush some people on the battlefield, I guess you would say. If you're looking to start getting into playing more competitively, I definitely recommend the whole ESCA. Go that route, and even if you're not great at the beginning of it, it all takes time. You'll move up. And this concludes my warm-up training session, or what I recommend to train up and get better. So you guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.